Good day to you, brothers and sisters. In whatever part of the world you find yourself in this moment, the Godfather is wishing you nothing but love, peace, happiness, divine health, with a hint of adversity. As we all know, the adversity is for the sole purpose of helping you grow. Because without a little bit of challenges, how can you ever tap in, how can you ever hope to discover and tap into that boundless strength that resides within you? So a hint of adversity. Secondly, brothers and sisters, in this reality in which you find yourself, bear in mind this truth always. While the man blindly follows the truth, remember that nothing is not true unless you accept it to be true for you. Where other men are limited by morality or by laws, remember, everything is permitted. My simple advice is to always keep in mind that even though everything is permitted, you will deal with the consequences of your every action, your every thought, your every word, taken against others within your reality. Consequence. The intro out the way. This message right here is not going to be a long one because I'm driving, but I got to get it out. And so here it is. The fall season is upon us. Yes, brothers and sisters, fall is upon us. A few things happened that led to the whole inspiration of this message. The first thing that happened was, once I realized we was in the fall season, a part of me was like a bit dreadful. I was like, fuck, we're in fall. The reason for that was simply because automatically my mind went into the future, and I'm thinking, well, if fall is here, the next season that's around the corner is winter, and I'm not a big fan of winter. Not because of anything. I adore all four seasons because they each give way for an experience within the reality. Okay, I celebrate all of them, but I don't like being cold. I really don't. So I'm thinking, fuck, winter is around the corner. But then also with that thought, I came back to fall, realizing the beauty of fall within itself, wherein the colors, the various colors of Mother Nature, like the trees, their leaves, they're about to go through this process where they go from being green to being orange to being yellow to being brown to being a bunch of beautiful colors. Some of these colors on some real shit, if you don't pay attention, you will miss it. I've seen some colors during fall where I don't even think we as human beings have labeled it. Like on some real shit, there's been times where within the whole nature aspect, I've experienced colors that I can't put a name to. The shit would it just be so beautiful that all you could do is just sit in that moment and just thank the universe that you are blessed to experience that moment, that colorful, that beautiful moment, colors. And so when I came back with that thought, I'm like, yay, I'm back to the whole celebrating fall. Like, yay, fall is here. I get to see colors. I get to see this beautiful transition that these trees are about to undergo. I'm like, yes. And I left it at that. A few days go by. I come across a gentleman, and we were speaking. I shared with him a little bit of my journey. And to simply give you an overview as to what was summarized about my journey, I simply told him one thing led to another. I lost everything, and I had to walk away from some people that I genuinely cared about. And after I shared this with him, all he shared with me is, you gotta keep in mind that, he shared with me that somebody he knew told him that, somebody he knew shared with him something that changed his life drastically. And he proceeded to share that information with me. And the information he shared with me was simply this, that a tree sheds its leaves in order that it may grow to be strong. Or I should say, trees sheds their leaves in order that they may grow to be stronger, to be bigger. And when I heard that, that was a profound revelation for me. Because here I am sharing my brief, part of my story with this gentleman, and he just summarized it in that brief moment, like comparing my life to a tree. And to a certain degree, I do somewhat live my life as a tree. We will explain that. We will get into that someday down the line if the opportunity presents itself. But when I received that insight from him, and I began to truly digest what he just told me, and realizing that was well said. That was perfectly said, because indeed trees, they don't cling to nothing. When fall comes around, they watch their leaf falling away day after day. And I believe I shared this insight with my uncle once, where I was just letting him know that imagine a tree wherein the time comes for them to shed their leaves. And if they thought like us human beings, where when it comes to losing things, we panic, we are so attached to things that we are afraid to lose things. Imagine if a tree kind of function like us, where fall comes around, they notice one of their leaves fall off, and they go in this panic mode, like, oh my God, one of my leaves just fell off. What am I gonna do? Then another leaf falls off. They look at it like, oh shit, another leaf fell off. What am I gonna do? And on and on. Imagine if trees did this. I'm like, no, they don't function like us. They follow the natural flow of life, wherein when fall comes, they allow their leaves to simply fall away. Winter comes, they have no leaf, they deal with the cold, they're standing, they're still rooted in the foundation that is the soil that gives them life. When spring comes around, they begin the process of regrowing their leaves. When summer comes around, we enjoy the beauty of their leaves in being fully bloomed, nice and green, providing us with shade and everything. And the process repeats itself again and again. But now, going back to what the gentleman said, it dawned on me. I'm like, and it's possible that indeed I live as a tree, because yes, I may have lost the things that I lost, And ultimately, I'm grateful because in losing those people, places, and things, or walking away from those people, places, and things, it changed a lot of things about me. It made me stronger. It made me wiser. It taught me the beauty of not being attached to things, because sometimes we become so attached to people, places, and things, even though some of these people, places, and things are the very root cause of our pains, of our struggles, of our setbacks. But yet we stay attached to these people, places, and things because we are afraid to move on or go forth into the world by ourselves. Some of us, we don't trust our own internal guidance. We look to external factors to guide us. But making that decision as the tree to let go of my leaves, to now be allowing the leaves to fall off, enabling me to grow stronger, wiser, bigger, led to my next insight that inspired this message. On this day, I rose. Okay, after my whole morning practice, I went out and I was staring out into the woods, just standing there, listening to the birds, watching the squirrels running around, watching nature, in short. Some of my insights, they come to me just from standing and just watching. As I stood there, the thought came back to me with the whole fall things, and I'm watching the leaves falling, and then the gentleman thought playing in my mind where it's like a tree has to shed its leaf in order that it may grow strong, grow bigger. And I'm watching this, and as the moment passed, another thought came to mind where I decided to apologize or make amends with the spirit of fall. I started talking with the spirit of fall in that moment. I'm like, I do apologize for not welcoming you in a celebratory fashion, because when it comes to spring, you know I get excited because I'm like, new life. I'm about to watch the trees get their leaf back. The whole world about to be green again. As opposed to when fall comes in, now everything about to start slowly but surely dying. I welcome spring. I get excited. But with you, fall, my apologies. I did not welcome you with the same delight, with the same energy, with the same spirit that I welcome spring with. And winter, we gonna have a discussion too, because I don't welcome the spirit of winter the same way I welcome spring. If you haven't gotten it yet, spring is my favorite time of the year. But yeah, back to my discussion with the spirit of fall. As I stood there having this dialogue internally with that spirit, it dawned on me. An idea came forth, and I sat with it, and I kept going with it. The idea in the sense of, okay, you see the leaves that are falling, the trees are letting go of their leaf. And the idea that came with the leaf was, in my life, for this fall season, this is the whole point of the message. Fall, in a sense, is about letting go. Letting go of what, Unique? From my discussion with the spirit of fall, it was just revealed to me that If fall is about letting go, what am I to let go of in my life as I bear witness to the trees letting go of their leaves, in order that they may grow bigger, in order that they may grow stronger? What in the human being's life can they let go of that will enable them to grow bigger, stronger, wiser? And for me, I started to look at my whole life, and I started to see that there are some people in our lives that we need to let go of in order that we may grow. As I looked at my life, I started to realize there are some words that we speak that we need to let go of. There are some ideas that we have in our minds that we need to let go of. There are some actions that we take against ourselves and against others that we need to let go of. And I'm sitting there, this is being revealed to me, and then the question comes up, as I said, what can I let go of as I watch these leaves? As I'm watching these leaves fall off this tree, what can I allow fall away out of my life right now that has served its purpose, and it's simply time to let it go? Without no like issue with letting go, because again, the trees, they do not cling to their leaves. If you watch these things, they are just happening effortlessly. It's like in a way they are celebrating the whole aspect of letting go, because the leaf has been there for the length of time that it needed to be there. It has served its purpose. Now it's time to be let go of. So now, thinking about the ideas, the people, the thoughts, the words, the action that I need to let go of, I started to simply just say to the good Lord, Father, whatever thoughts, ideas, limiting thoughts, I should say, limiting ideas, people, places, and things that no longer serve me, as these leaves, as I bear witness to these leaves being effortlessly let go of off of these trees, let those people, places, thoughts, and ideas effortlessly be let go out of my life, because they have served their purpose, and it's simply time for them to be taken away. Brothers and sisters, I lie to you not. Nature has taught me a lot of things. Just from being inside of her, when I go on nature walks, just from sitting still and watching her without saying nothing, without thinking nothing, just sitting there and watching her. Some of the grandest revelation I have had have come from me just sitting in silence, sitting still and just watching. This revelation right here, for some, is really going to help some of you, because it helped me. It helped me truly understand that indeed letting go is not as bad as people think it to be. The only reason why we think of the idea of walking away from people, places, and things and ideas that no longer serve us is that whole attachment, that wound that we have of being alone, of fearing loss. Those wounds are the very thing that keeps us from letting go of people, places, and things who have come into our lives, who have served their purpose, and once they're done, we let them go. Believing that in the spring, during the season of the spring, hypothetically, during the season of the spring, the good Lord is going to replace those people. The good Lord is going to replace those leaves. The soil in which that we are rooted within is always going to provide for us. The soil within which we are rooted in is always going to tend to our every need. Have you noticed trees that are rooted, that are big? Like, do you see they are rooted deeply in the earth? That is their soil. What is our soil? Our soil is whatever the fuck it is you believe in. I believe in source. I told y'all I don't refer to the good Lord as God anymore because yuck, that shit sounds dirty. I refer to the good Lord as source. The source of all of creation. Source. You are the source. Our soil that we are rooted in is the source of creation. If you are rooted in this soil that is source, it will be easy to let go of anything no longer serving you. The good Lord at times literally have to rip out of our hands things that we're so clung to that is bringing us nothing but heartache and pain. And when I say the good Lord has to rip from our hands some of these people, places, and things, some of these people, they tend to act in ways that are just so painful that we have no other choice but to walk away. That is, if we get the message. Some people, even if they're being ill-treated and mistreated, they still stick around, refusing to learn their lesson. That is, let that person, place, or thing go. You have outgrown it. It's time for you to walk away, plant yourself deeper into the soil that is whatever you believe in, and allow that soil to bring you new leaves, bring you new people, new thoughts, new ideas, new words, new things. Now, after having my discussion with both the spirit of fall and the good Lord, truth be told, I did not want to leave. I wanted to truly just sit in that space and do nothing for however length of time I needed to sit there and just listen to those spirits and just sit with them. What more do you have to teach me in this moment of enlightening me about something that almost every soul in this reality overlooks? I mean, niggas just watch the leaves fall and think nothing of it. But the idea that you could reveal to me that those leaves possibly symbolize the letting go of people, places, and things. Because for those trees, in the tree language, you don't know what those leaves symbolize, but they are letting it go, believing that they will get it right the fuck back. And something else I realized, the leaves that are falling off the trees are going to fall down to the ground, and they're going to go through whatever process it is they go through, and they're going to become fertilizer for the tree, enabling that very tree to grow stronger, again bigger, eating of itself. Those three insights that I share with you that led to the revelation of this message. The me dreading fall, the gentleman revealing to me the whole tree, the whole, what is that word? Is it counseling me on it's okay to let go? Because a tree has to let go of their leaf in order that they may grow. You don't need to feel no type of way. And then sitting with the spirit of fall, apologizing for being a douche, not welcoming her. I think I might do a tribute to the spirit of fall, honoring it for bestowing upon me this wonderful insight in which I was able to learn from and share with my brothers and sisters. And perhaps you guys can learn a thing or two from my experience and learn how to let go as well. Celebrate letting go effortlessly and planting our roots deeper and deeper into the soil that is our source. Those 3 insights that led to that revelation. Again, I guess this is how my messages come. Shit happens. I observe what is happening. I piece the puzzles together. And from them, behold, messages. Behold, your message is birthed. I do hope you gain what I was trying to get across in this message. I didn't want it to be this long. I was hoping about 15 minutes, but you know how shit goes. My thoughts may be short because thoughts are just simple, but translating thoughts into words, that's a whole different ball game, bro. That's a whole different ball game. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna upload this one when the time comes. And upon receiving this, may the seeds that I am planting bear fruits at the rightful hour within your life. That is, if you receive the message. But again, keep in mind, in this world, wealth of men blindly follows the truth. Remember, nothing ain't truth. As I've stated, not even the words of the Godfather. See, everything that takes place in my life, they're true for me because I bear witness to the evidence of the words that I share with y'all. If it don't work for you, it's all good. It's your life, your rules. I mean, you accepted the whole Bible shit, and we're all discovering that dumbass shit ain't work for nobody but enslave and captivate their minds, and literally limited the whole connection they had to source. But to each his own. All words within creation, all books, all insight. Honestly, you're the one that is in control. If something resonates with your spirit, then by all means, honor it. Honor the person that I guess just confirmed something that you already knew. If something does not work with your spirit, does not resonate with your spirit, cut it off and walk away from it. The spirit of discernment is within all of us. Some of us, we have fine-tuned that spirit to the degree that we trust it in all our doings. Some of us have ignored this spirit of discernment so long that we carelessly just go about the reality believing external information without checking with the internal compass that guides us. Whatever part of the spectrum you're on, whether you fully depend on your internal guidance or you ignore it, take from this message what you feel was intended to feed your spirit, to serve your soul. Okay? Divine brother, divine sister, love you. The light that is within you, not your ego. Because some of your egos out here, I swear to God, sometimes you just want to slap that bitch. I love the light that is within you. I can't just come out and say I love you. That'll be a fucking lie. I love the light that is me in you, and that is you in me. I love that light, and to that light I do these messages, for that light knows exactly who I am, and they know the words that I speak. If your ego gets out of the way, you will yield the fruits that are within this message. If your ego stays in the way, you will ignore this. Have a blessed day.